Magandang umaga mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. Welcome to Pool Masters reaction and commentary videos. For today's reaction video, pag-usapan natin itong laban ni Efren Reyes versus dito kay Hsiao Fang. At ito'y ginanap noong 2002. Ito yung International Challenge of Champions. Nasa semifinal na sina Efren Reyes at itong si Fang. Makikita natin dito, ito yung dalawang set at race to 5 kada set. Kung makapagtabla sila dito sa set, pwede silang magkaroon ng tiebreaker doon sa last rack. At kung sinong manalo sa last rack, siya ang makikipaglaban sa championship or sa finals. Nag-break dyan si Efren Reyes, siya yung nanalo pero nagkaroon ng konting dry break. At ito nga, balik kay Efren Reyes ang tira dito sa one ball.
He has to come down table and look at the speed. Problem. Look at the speed on the cue ball. I mean, he's called the magician for a reason. You know, he actually has beautiful speed on the table with the cue ball. Cue ball control is excellent.
We will talk about him a lot during this match. There is pretty much nothing that Efren can't do with that cue in his hand. He takes care of the two.
Mitch, I would definitely say he's the man to beat. Now here's the 3 ball. He's going to pocket in the corner and try to come around table for the 4 ball somehow. Either draw the ball or follow it. You may see him draw the ball here. Low right hand spin. Okay, he's elected to take a long shot on the 4 ball. Now this thin cut.
Efren got into these semifinals by defeating Niels Fien, the 2001 Netherlands 9-ball champion, 7-5. Good pocket speed there.
He has a side pocket shot now, and this is a little tricky because if he hits it hard, the 5 could jump out of the side pocket. He's going to be forced to play the 5 ball in the side pocket and try to bring the cue ball 1, 2, 3 over here for the 6, or follow it and come out. And not an easy shot, and did he get there? He came right on top of the 6.
No.
And that's a bad break, but he has a good safety. What you'll see now is some of Efren's cue ball control. There it is. The 6 ball is very close to the rail. What he'll do is hit the 6 ball very thin and bring the cue ball down table and try to get behind the 8 ball if he can, somewhere in this area.
So moving along through the first rack. Let's see what he leaves.
He may have hit it hard enough to get behind the 9, did he?
Behind the 9.
Oh, wow, almost. Very close.
Good shot.
Yes, he elected to go behind the 9, which he had very little room for error, but it looks like he's left a shot.
Now, as Hsiao Fang takes a look at this, we want to mention Olhausen, the official table sponsor. Olhausen, the best in billiards, featuring AccuFast cushions. We'll give you some of the other playing conditions and sponsors as we go along. People who are bringing you this great event, and a nice shot there.
Maganda ang pinapakitang tira dito ni Lang Fang at meron siyang magagandang ball position dito sa rack number 1. At makita natin dito sa kanyang last 2 ball dito sa first rack. At very precise yung kanyang ball positioning at saka yung cue ball control. Kaya ito mukhang makakaunang score si Lang Fang. At ang laro na ito ay kailangan i-call yung last ball doon sa designated packet. Nag-1-0 dito at si Lang Fang naman ang magbe-break dahil ito nga ay isang alternate breaking rule. So si Lang Fang ay babalik sa table dahil nakapasok siya ng isang bola. Ang score natin ay 1-0 lamang dito si Lang Fang.
And he has a nice shot. Here's the 1 ball and here's the cue ball. What he's concerned is going to make the 1 in this corner, and here's the 2 ball, so he's concerned about position.
We talked earlier, you and I, Alan, about the break before this match started, and we'll develop that a little bit as we go along because it was important in these players' earlier matches, especially Efren, who had a little bit of trouble with his break in an earlier match. And as we see, Hsiao Fang
that's just
missed that, and Efren Reyes will have ball in hand.
That's just a mistake, Mitch. I mean, he tried to cut that very thin and stay down table for the 2. Now Efren gets a big break here because he comes to the table with ball in hand and a nice opportunity to win the 2nd game. where he didn't break them. So the 2 and the 3 are together. Notice how he can play left-handed. Just
He did that so easily that cue went to the other hand.
yes. The Philippine players, Mitch, all of them, they can shoot behind their back. They can shoot left-handed. They can shoot jacked up. I mean, they just do everything with a cue stick. They're very good cueists.
Well, and he is an absolute icon over there. I mean, he is just a legend in the Philippines, and he's influenced, if I'm not mistaken, an entire generation of players.
Well, he's a legend over here too, you know, Mitch. I mean, he came over to America, the Philippine players did, and showed another way of playing 9-ball. And I mean, kicking at the balls, he does it all great.
When you say another way, that's what you're talking about. Much more offensive game?
Well, not only offense, but also a great safe game. In other words, he plays the right shots. He brings the cue ball the right direction. Now, he's left himself a little bit of a tough shot here with the cue ball on the rail. He's going to elevate a little. Probably see him hit this with a little bit of speed. There it is. I mean, he's a great shot maker also.
Savvy man is Efren Reyes, and as he moves around the table, I'm going to give you a few more of the playing conditions. They're playing on Simone's billiard cloth. And underneath that cloth, Leani genuine Italian slate. We'll be using silver cup chalk, and in between racks, when the other players at the table, they'll be sitting in Mikhail Darafif game room furniture.
Maganda ang positioning dito ng 8 at ito nga pumasok ang 8. At kailangan niyang i-call out itong 9 is sa designated packet, pero mukhang hindi niya ito kinol.
I don't know. It did not look like he did.
Naipasok ni Reyes, subalit hinarangin siya ng referee na foul siya dyan dahil hindi na-call yung 9-ball sa designated packet. Kaya back to table itong si Fang.
9 is just spotted.
It is not a
Sa
foul.
spot
In this
yung
format, you
9
must
at
call the 9
retain
ball. We saw it in an
yung
earlier match. Steve Knight gave up
cue
a
ball
very
doon
early
sa
game to
area
Mika
kung saan
Immonen,
huminto.
the second rack of the match by not calling it.
Medyo rigid
From
pa rin
there, it was all
itong
downhill for
ball
Steve Knight.
position
We'll
para
see
sa 9.
if
Tingnan natin kung may
Reyes
pasok ito ni Hsiao
come
ng
back from
Fang.
that. Gotta be disappointing to go all through the rack, Allen, and give it back.
Very difficult shot here, though. It is disappointing, but he did get the cue ball down table, so this is not an easy shot. And
Sumablay
there you go.
doon si
Maybe a little
Fang
bit of justice there for Efren.
na-undercut niya itong
We'll see.
Now Efren's going to
9
call
ball at
this
ito
one.
nga tinuruan ng Efren Reyes kung
This is
saan
not an
may
easy shot
papasok
either, I'll tell you.
itong
It's
9.
very difficult shots with the $50,000 at stake. A lot of pressure. Single elimination format.
Unfortunately, kumalog yung 9
was
sa
gonna say that I
corner
did
packet
not
at
think
ito.
he would miss that
Giveaway
chance
shot
twice,
na ito kay
but he has.
Fang at mukhang makaka-2-0
Not an
dito
easy
si
shot,
Fang sa rack number 2, race 1.
That's all you can say.
So 2-0 ang
Unbelievable.
lamang
2-0
dito ni
$1,000
Fang at si Reyes naman ang mag-break. Dito sa rack number 3 may pumasok na 2 bola. At si Reyes pa rin ang nasa table.
I love the way he's breaking. He's cutting the 1. Now here's the 2 ball. He's going to be shooting the 2 ball. He's going to try to make it in the corner pocket if he can cut it, and there it is. Nicely done. Notice the position. He hit the cue ball a little hard. He's going to have a little bit of a cut on the 3 ball, but the 4 ball's in the center of the table, so he should be okay position. Oh, what a beautiful touch. Notice how he killed the cue ball. He's having a little problem with his ball control, though, because he's on the wrong side of the 4 ball for position for the 5. So he's going to go to the side rail, the 4 here, come back over here in this area for the 5 ball.
Taking him as he sees him now. And he needs this rack, Allen. I really think he needs this rack just to get on the board.
Well, you know, Mitch, he's a champion. All these players are champions, and they bounce right back. A few mistakes will not change how they're going to play. Now, a couple bad rolls may make a difference, but no, a couple mistakes are not going to stop Efren from coming to the table and executing the way he can.
The 2001 International Billiards Tournament champion, 2001 Masters 9-ball champion, the World 9-ball champion in '99, and the
Pasok ang
ESPN
8 at
Ultimate
maganda ang
9-ball
ball
champion in
position niya
'99.
dito
Won
sa
65,000 for that
Mukhang
tournament.
ito
1999
makaka-score
Player
ng
of the
isang
Year.
puntos
Efren
dito
Reyes
si Efren Reyes sa
has
rack
done it
number
all.
3.
And
Pasok
here in
ang 9
Connecticut,
tuwan
he
ang
does
score
what he needed.
natin.
Hsiao Fang at the table.
Fang naman ang
Lives in
magbe-break sa rack
Taipei
number
City,
4.
Taiwan. Leads 2-1 in this first set. Race to 5. There'll be 2 sets, and if we have a tie at the end of those 2 sets, we'll have a sudden death tiebreaker. Trust me, nothing is more exciting than trying to get a chance for 50 grand when you have one rack to play.
And a big break for Efren. He has a nice shot on the one ball. You can see he's reaching over to shoot it now in the corner pocket. Bring the cue ball towards the center of the table. Fang did not pocket a ball on the break. And this is not an easy layout. The balls are open, but they're laying kind of tough. The two ball has to bring the cue ball, draw it back toward the center of the table for the three ball. Okay, has a little angle on the three ball. Going to pocket the three ball in the corner pocket, bring the cue ball out toward the center of the table. I like the way he's hitting the balls now.
I was going to say, he's looking pretty strong right now. It's just very smooth. It's just amazing to watch when he's really in stroke.
Unbelievable what you say. He's actually very consistent. Now he wants an angle on the five ball. He does not want to be straight in. And he has a little angle. Should be okay. He's going to have to force it. You're going to see hit the cue ball pretty hard here. Bring it over towards past the side pocket. Okay, now he has to be careful on the shot right here. The six ball is along the rail. The eight ball is laying in the corner pocket. Now he's going to play the six into the eight. Try to play position for the seven ball. If the six falls in, he'll have position on the seven, but it stayed up. Okay, good. Did not want the six to fall in there. That was nicely done.
Maganda ang pagkaka-combination ni Reyes doon sa 8 at ito nga nakakuha pa siya ng magandang ball position at mukhang makaka-score ulit dito si Efren Reyes dahil napakaganda ng ball position niya dito sa last two ball.
It's like a master. He won the Masters, by the way.
Last shot ni Reyes para sa rack number 4. Pasok ang 9. Ito tumabla na si Reyes dito. 2-0 at all to ang score natin. At this is a race to 5 match, set number 1. So ang magbe-break dito si Efren Reyes ulit, no? Para magkaroon siya ng chance na makapag-clean up dito sa rack number 5.
And that is what you are watching, the International Challenge of Champions, the 12th annual, the longest running continuous billiard show in history. Right here, and every year we add to it. Thrilled to do so. Efren Reyes at the table has just tied this match up 2 games apiece. Set number 1 against
At mukhang may dalawang bola ulit na pumasok dyan sa break na yan ni Reyes. At meron siyang available shot dito sa 1 ball. Tingnan natin kung makarun out ulit dito si Reyes.
Wants an angle on the 2 ball. It's a nice layout here. The 2 ball will be playing in the corner and bring the cue ball toward the center of the table again. By the side pocket actually for an angle on the 3 ball. That's perfect. Notice the angle on the 3 ball so he can come over to the side rail for the 5 ball.
Efren looking to me like he's in a little bit of a zone here right now, Alan. Just in his own little 9-ball world.
Oh, it's one of the largest paydays in pool, $50,000 to the winner. And there's a lot of pressure because it's single elimination. So one loss and you're out of this tournament.
Great field, a great field that Matt and Betty Ann Braun and Billiards International put together here. 8 of the best players in the world, all of them champions. 1 loss, as Alan said, and you're gone.
A lot of pressure.
So 1 out of 8 is going to be really happy.
Wow, his speed is a little off, Mitch. I'm sorry to
Pasok doon ng
interrupt,
8 at medyo rigid na konti itong pagkaka-ball positioning niya dito sa 9. Tingnan natin kung maipasok niya ng maayos.
Finish this off. And you know, I guess when you're
Pasok
Efren, you
ang
go,
9 at ito nga umabante ng isang puntos dito si Reyes. 3-2 ang score. Si Fang naman ang magbe-break sa rack number 6.
Try to get back into it.
Yes, Mitch, I'm sorry. He switched his break. Notice he broke the balls the same way Efren did.
Dry break yung ginawa na yan ni Fang at back to table si Reyes.
Next to the 3 ball. The 2 ball is right by the corner, so all he has to do is make the 1 in the corner pocket. And he should have position for the 2 ball. Oh, he missed the 1.
Sumablay dyan si Efren Reyes, no? Bagamat naitago niya pa rin ng kaunti itong cue ball. So parang play safe pa rin yung ginawa na yan ni Efren Bata Reyes.
It's bad that he missed the 1, but it's good because Fang does not have a shot on the 1 ball. He's going to be forced, it looks like, to kick it in. Unless he can get in between. Now, if he can shoot the cue ball in between here, he can hit it. It looks like he can. If he hits it, he'll try to play safe.
Palulusutin ni Lang Fang sa 4 and 6 at ito nga nakapag-counterplay safety siya.
So now
Pero
Efren will
lumabas
have a
itong
nice
object ball
opportunity
kaya
for the
may
one
possible
ball.
shot na si Efren
Right
Reyes
here.
dito sa side
Pocket
pocket.
the one ball on the side or the corner for position on the 2.
And one of the big differences in this match so far is that Efren has had a chance to stay at the table and play, and Hsiao Fang has not. Has very, very few shots in this first set. We see Efren change
Ito
up
kinaliwa na ni
Left
Reyes
hand.
para sa
Wow.
kanyang convenience at maganda pa rin ang pasok
And he
ng
has an angle on the 3
bola,
ball,
no?
which he
Alam
wanted.
naman natin
He
si
may play the
Reyes
3 ball
kaliwat
in the
kanan
corner.
ang kanyang
Plus he can roll it
tira,
inside nice and easy.
kaya
A lot of spin
maluwang
on the
niyang
cue ball.
naipapasok itong
Notice
mga
the spin, notice the
bola.
spin on the cue
So tingnan
ball.
natin kung makarun out siya dito sa rack number 6.
How many balls do you think Efren Reyes has hit in his life now?
Wow.
I know all of you guys do, but
Well, you know, the Filipinos do play a lot of pool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good.
and he started playing in 1974. We're talking about almost 30 years now of really, really playing some all different kinds of games.
Well, when I used to get ready for a tournament, I would play 3 hours in the afternoon and try to play 2-3 hours at night. So you get used to playing day and night. And you're talking about 5-6 hours a day. So, and I imagine the Filipinos do the same thing when they're playing, getting ready for a tournament. It makes you more fluent at the table. You just get up and you practice and you make yourself ready to win. And that's exactly what most of the champions will do, get themselves ready to win. Now here's a nice angle on the 8. He'll play the 8 ball in the corner pocket.
Ito na, last 2 ball ni Efren Reyes dito sa rack number 6. Aiming siya sa 8 ball. Pasok ang 8 ball at ito, kinol ni Efren Reyes yung 9 ball dito sa corner pocket. Pasok ang 9, lamang na ng 2 puntos dito si Reyes. 4-2 ang score. Si Reyes pa rin ang nag-break dito sa rack number 7.
Been very successful making the 1 ball in the side pocket.
At ito nga, may pumasok na bola at may magandang ball position si Reyes dito sa kanyang break.
He'll be shooting the 2 ball in the corner pocket. Watch the cue ball here. It's not going to go too far, I don't believe. He's going to kill it, come up and try to hit the 9 ball.
Boy,
Oh, it's a beautiful
he
shot.
just sliced that so thick.
Low right-hand English on that shot and come off the rail and just touch the 9. If he doesn't touch the 9, he's been left safe. Here he'll probably just bring the cue ball up a little bit and go for the 4 ball. Came through the 8 and the 6, making sure he has a shot on the 4.
If you're Hsiao Fang, literally, you are just sitting there right now because he hasn't made balls on the breaks. The last 2 times at the table, he didn't make a ball on the break, giving Efren the chance right back again.
I think the one big mistake he made when he missed the 1 ball, which he shouldn't have missed, it wasn't that tough of a shot. It was just a thin cut. He just didn't hit the 1 ball. So I think that helped Efren a lot. Now, notice the 6 ball in the side pocket. He's going to just roll it in. Or he's going to come down table and back up. He had more of an angle than I could see. Now, the 7 ball in the corner pocket. Keep an eye on the cue ball here. The cue ball is going to travel a little after it hits the 7. 1, 2 rails, back out toward the center of the table.
Look at that. Look at that. This is just fun to watch right now. Not for Hsiao Fang, but for all these great fans here in the Wolf Den at Mohegan Sun.
At ito nga, last ball na ni Efren Reyes dito sa rack number 7. Pasok ang 9, kaya pumuntos dyan sa race to 5 si Reyes. No? At ito, umabante na siya sa set number 2. Abante tayo ng isa pang laro. Nakuha ni Lang Fang yung tira at nagkaroon ng score. Kaya ang score natin ngayon ay 5-2. Set number 2 na tayo, race to 5. Si Lang Fang ang magbe-break dito sa set number 2.
Fang of Taiwan needs to start getting aggressive. And that break was a little more powerful, Alan, than the ones he's been hitting.
Yes, he opened up on that break. He hit them very
May
hard.
pumasok dyan sa break ni Lang Fang at tingnan natin kung makabawi siya ng score dito sa set number 2.
Or play a safety. And I think it would be smart to just try and bank this and play a safety. Bringing the cue ball, trying to bring the cue ball in between the 7 and the 3. Not an easy run out.
We talk about what's great in this format, Alan. if this were just normal format of, say, race to 9 or race to 11, and Efren Reyes, as we watch.
Well, you know what happened there? He miscued. He tried to play a safety, and he actually miscued. So things are not going too well.
That's the second time in the match that he's on the one that he's scratched and given Efren ball in hand, and you cannot do that with Efren Reyes on the other side of the table.
Well, he didn't get ball in hand.
Oh, he didn't get ball in hand. I thought he had missed it completely.
But he has a nice shot to start with.
Pretty much, for Efren, that was ball in hand.
Well, for all these players, that's a pretty routine shot.
Yep.
They're all great players, and Efren has a nice opportunity here to win the first game. Uh-oh, look out, look out. Look at that. Now, that's something uncharacteristic of Efren, to bring the cue ball and scratch cross side. You won't see that too often, Mitch, I'll tell you that.
That's huge, though, in rack number 1 of set 2, because I was going to say, if this was a normal format and Efren gets out to a 5-0 lead in a race to 7 or 9, it's going to be tough to come back. But this way, Hsiao Fang has a chance, if he can win this set, to go to a sudden death tiebreaker.
Well, this is got to be very careful here.
He goes left-handed too.
He could double hit the cue ball. No, he's made a nice shot. Okay. Well, that's a big break for Fang. If Efren loses this set, Mitch, it will be because of this game right here. It set the pace for this set.
Just a little lapse in concentration on Efren's part, you think?
I think so. Well, he shot at lefty also. See, I'm a firm believer that you just can't be as accurate as you can lefty as you can righty.
Last two ball ni Efren Bata Reyes dito sa rack number 1, set 2. At mukhang maganda ang ball position dito nilang Fang. Ito nga, tutok na yung 9 doon sa corner pocket.
Well, this is big. Really, really big. Because since
Pasok
rack
ang
number
9,
2
kaya
of the first
1-0
set,
ang
Hsiao
laro
Fang did
natin
not
dyan,
have a
lamang
game on the
si
board. He gets the first one in
Fang
set number 2.
dyan sa set number 2.
Efren Reyes will have the break in Connecticut, trying to get to the finals of the International Challenge of Champions. Efren Reyes at the table, Mitch Lawrence and Alan Hopkins, joined by an entire wolf den full of pool-loving fans, most of them from the American Pool Players Association, America's largest amateur pool organization. They've been helping out all week and loving it, and they get to watch these two great players.
Well, you have to appreciate his break. Here's the 2 ball. He pocketed the 1 ball in the side. There's the 2 ball, the 3 balls up by the side to bring the cue ball right by his hand, right back where his hand was. And that's perfect. And you know, if he keeps making that 1 on the side, I can't see him getting beat because he's going to have the first shot all the time at the rack.
Magandang pagkakatira dyan ni Efren Reyes, no? At nakakuha siya ng good ball positioning para sa next object ball niya. Kaya tingnan natin kung maka-run out si Reyes dito sa rack number 2, set 2 para sa race 5 nila ni Fang.
That's what makes 9 balls so unique. You know, the balls open up different every time. You have a different layout every time you come to the table.
And that is what keeps it interesting. I mean, it's incredible to me that you can say, all right, at some point it's got to be the same, but it really isn't.
Never. It's never the same run out.
As we said earlier, Efren Reyes got to this point by defeating Niels Fien, 2001 Netherlands 9-ball champion. Hsiao Fang got here by beating the 2001 Player of the Year, Corey Deuel. 2001 U.S. Open champion, Corey Deuel. 2001 BCA 9-ball champion, Corey Deuel.
Ayan, last 2 balls si Reyes dito sa rack number 2.
But he's got his hands full now.
Pasok ang 8 at maganda ang ball position niya dito sa 9 ball at nag-call si Reyes doon sa designated pocket. Pasok ang 9. All-1 ang score natin dito sa laban ni na Efren at Fang. Si Fang ang nag-break at may pumasok doon sa side pocket. Tingnan natin kung may available shot siya dito sa ball number 1.
I noticed, Alan, this big difference in the breaks here with Efren has found that side pocket.
We were just talking about that. He makes the 1 every time.
He makes the 1 every time, and Fang tried, you know, but it didn't work for him, so he's gone back to the hard break.
And he was successful with the hard break. He pocketed, looks like he pocketed two balls on that break, and he's coming around for the 2 ball now. Looks like it's going to be perfect. Slows up just a little.
And that's some good speed there. Now, I know he wants to get off and running. I know he wants to get, obviously there's $50,000 at the end of the rainbow in this tournament, but just to be at the table and get some time and really get into it.
Well, this is a real pleasure, a match like this anyway, because I'm sure you've already said, I mean, Efren Reyes, most people say he's the greatest player that ever played the game. So here you get a chance to watch just, I suppose, the Tiger Woods of pool. I mean, what are you going to say? Except he's a little older, but I mean, my gosh.
You're right, Terry. You
No,
are
in the
right.
pool
He's
world, they say
of
Tiger
pool.
Woods is the Efren Reyes of golf.
There you go. But as much as I've seen him over the years, it's still just a pleasure, you know, to see how easy he makes the game look. He's got that long flowing stroke.
And he plays all games well, Terry, not just 9-ball, but he plays all of the games, even billiards, carom, straight, everything.
This is close here, isn't it? Yeah, you got around
Yes.
it okay.
Got around, he had a little angle, he forced it around. It's a little tricky now coming down for the 8-ball. If he gets too straight on the 6, he'll have a problem. Looks like he has an angle, though. Speed here is very important.
Terry, as we get down to this part of the rack, for the people at home who are interested in getting involved in an APA league, and I strongly suggest if you like pool that you do, because they are not only
At nakakuha na nga ng momentum itong si Hsiao Fang at aiming siya sa ball number 8, pumasok. Maganda ang balik ng bola para sa 9. Mukhang makaka-score ulit dito si Fang. At ito nga, over si Fang, 2-1 ang score natin. At si Reyes naman ang magbe-break dito sa rack number 4.
The first rack 5-2. If he should win this rack, he will move into the finals against Mika Immonen. If Hsiao Fang should win, we will have a 1-rack sudden death tiebreaker to see who gets there.
This time he did not make the 1, but he has a shot on the 1 with the cue ball, playing it in between the 2 balls right in the corner. That was very, very lucky that he had a shot on the 1 there, because the ball's opened up nice. The 7 and 2 is right there. Here's the 2 ball. And here's the 3 ball, so position. You'll pocket the 2 ball in the corner, bring the cue ball around the table up top for the 3 ball. Come on. Okay. He ended up playing for the side pocket. Very interesting. Decided to just hit it a little easy and play for the side pocket, and it turned out perfect because he's straight in the side. Yeah, he's straight in the side pocket, so he'll be fine here. Just roll out for the 4 ball. And here's a little tricky. He left himself jacked up over the 9 ball. Now, the 9 ball is directly behind the cue ball. Okay, he's okay. He doesn't have the cue behind over the 9 ball.
And this is all ball fouls, so you got to be careful about touching any other ball.
He will, Mitch. The players don't like to touch balls anyway while they're shooting.
You know, we were talking a bit earlier, you and I, about the fact that Efren likes to play a little bit slower than this, but because there's a 30-second shot clock, he's picked up his pace. To me, it shows the incredible adaptability.
At ito nga, nakuha ng magandang ball position si Reyes. Mukhang makaka-run out na naman siya dito sa rack number 4.
Correct. Oh boy, I thought he missed that.
Pasok yung 8 at ito nga, tinutok niya dito sa side pocket ang 9. Pasok ang 9, kaya umabante na sa pang puntos dito si Reyes. 2-all ang score natin. Pareho yung laban dyan sa set number 2. Breaking dito si Fang, pero mukhang na-scratch si Fang dyan. No? At ito nga, ball in hand kay Reyes.
If he didn't scratch, he'd had a nice layout. All the balls
score natin ay all 2.
Here's the 7 and 9. They're tied up, so Efren's going to have to
lamang si Reyes dito sa set number 1. Panalo siya sa set number 1.
He's going to have to break those balls
at
open,
ito nga, pinakita ni Reyes kung paano makakuha ng magandang posisyon sa 2.
Maybe from the 2 ball. He wants to come out a little.
So counting English doon para maganda na yung ball positioning niya.
Off the rail and knock the 7 out with the cue ball. I don't know if he has enough angle to do it, but keep an eye. Here's the 7 and 9. Let's try and break them open if he can. I don't know if he can. No, he didn't have enough angle, so he'll just break them open with the 5 ball. He played the 3 and 4 in the same pocket.
He's biding his time, but every time he moves
medyo dumikit itong isang bola dito sa gitna. Nagkaroon ng cluster. At tingnan natin kung ma-break yan ni Reyes mamaya kapag next object ball na siya. At habang hinintay natin yon, maganda itong pinapakitang ball positioning ni Reyes dito sa rack number 5.
I don't know if it can. I mean, it really looks tough from where we are.
Oh, wow,
we'll see.
Yeah, look at this. He's. It looks like he's.
I don't know how he's going to get to it from there.
Well, it looks like he was straight in, but he's going to draw back. Look at this. He played for the side pocket. I don't know if he got far enough.
Mukhang mahina yung tira na yan ni Reyes, no? Kaya hindi niya na-break itong cluster ball sa gitna. At mukhang itatry niya sa side pocket itong object ball para makakuha ng ball position sa 8. Tingnan natin kung na kay Reyes na nga yung swerte.
Wow.
Pasok na pasok at ito, nakatutok pa itong next object ball doon sa designated pocket. Napakahusay talaga nito ni Efren Bata Reyes.
Ooh, he thought he missed
it. He stood up really quickly. But there's a lot of pocket there to work with sometimes. And Efren Reyes.
Pasok ang 9. Dagdag ng puntos dyan si Reyes, no? 3-2 ang score natin para sa set number 2. Race to 5 yan, mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. Si Reyes pa rin ang mag-break sa rack number 6.
With the break to try to get on the hill. And a chance to move into the finals against Mika Immonen. You're watching the 12th annual International Challenge of Champions. Winner take all, $50,000 in the final.
And how do you like that soft break? Here's the 1 ball, and here's the cue ball. Probably play the 1 ball on the side or play a safety. I don't think he'll play a safety. I think he's become offensive here. Play the 1 ball on the side. Come back down table for the 2. And he used the 4 ball to play position. And I don't know if he... Yes, he can. I guess he can make it. Very difficult to see from up here. He won't hit this too hard. He spun it in, 2 rails around for the 3. That's sweet.
I'll tell you something, that he's just playing so, his pace in terms of the rhythm he's going moving around the table has been very, very consistent. It may be quicker than he's used to, but it's been really consistent the whole time.
He's going to be awful tough to beat also. We're going to have a great setup if we have it's Mika Immonen and Efren. If those 2 are the players, because they're both playing great.
And 2 players here that do not show a whole lot of emotion between Efren and Hsiao Fang. They just go about their business, and right now it has been Efren's business most of the time.
Okay, he's elected to take a little bit of a longer cut shot, but here you'll see a slip slide stroke. You won't see the cue ball go for it. He's going to slip slide it with low English, low left-hand English. Slide the 6 in the corner, and the cue ball should come up right around by the side pocket. Here it comes towards the center of the table by the side. That's perfect. Perfect cue ball control.
I really hope you're paying attention at home, because you can learn some things here.
Well, if you want to learn how to play 9 ball, just pay attention.
Unbelievable.
Ayan, nag-advance call na si Reyes dito sa last ball niya sa rack number 6. Pasok yung 2 at umabante pa ng 1 punto si Reyes, kaya 4-2 ang score natin dyan. Sa set number 2, si Fang naman ang mag-break dito sa rack number 6
he has
and
pocketed
7.
a ball on the break, but look at here. Okay, he has a shot on the 1 ball, so we've got action. He pocketed a 1
May
on the
pumasok
like
na isang ball at may magandang ball position pa rin itong
nice
si
shot on the 1 ball
Fang.
right here. Here's the cue ball. We play the 1 ball in the corner. Play position somewhere out here for the 2 ball.
I asked Hsiao Fang if he played on TV a lot.
Pasok yung bola na yun at maganda ang ball position dito ni Fang.
Every week on television. And he also
Tingnan
does
natin
commentary.
kung makaka-run out dito si
Amazingly
Fang
enough,
sa
so we
rack
can't say that
number
the TV
7.
actually got him nervous at all.
No, I think he's just getting a few bad rolls. He made 1 or 2 errors.
Right. And he's playing against Efren.
And you know, in this format, 2 out of 2 sets, race to 5, you know, any 1 mistake or 2 mistakes can cost you the whole match. So here he has a little problem with position, I think, on the 5 ball. The 3 ball right here, he's going to play the 3 ball in the corner and probably try to bring the cue ball 1, 2 rails and back down table for the 5 ball. Going to hit this pretty hard. There it is, great shot. Notice the spin on the cue ball, the English. Low left-hand spin, bringing the cue ball down table. English helps for the cue ball to move around the table, so you don't hit the shot so hard. Here's a shot where he'll bring the cue ball toward the center of the table again for the 6 ball in the other corner.
In recognition that this is truly an international game, told me he learns to speak English by watching movies on cable TV and loves doing it, watching them in English. And that's in between playing every week, doing commentary, and owning 2 pool rooms, Alan. So
he's a busy fella.
He's got a lot going on.
Well, pool's a very big game in Taiwan.
Sure is. And this was a really, really nice rack.
I like the way he ran out here. He really isn't playing bad. I think he just got a bad start. And with the score, if he makes this being 4-3, he's okay.
Pasok yung 9 dyan, no? At humabol ng isang puntos itong si Fang. 4-3 ang score natin dyan. Si Reyes naman ang mag-break sa rack number 8. So lamang ng 2 puntos dyan, ay 1 puntos si Efren Reyes na 4-3. At kung maitabla ito ni Fang sa set, pwede sila mag-tiebreak sa next match. So may pumasok dito sa break ni Efren Reyes, mukhang hindi na niya pagbibigyan itong kanyang kalaban.
Here it is right with the cue ball, which is a big break for Efren. And that's perfect. Come around for the 3 ball in the side pocket.
And that was dead center there.
Well, now you're going to see a nice little English shot. Here's the 3 ball. He's going to pocket the 3 ball in the side pocket and bring the cue ball 1-2 rails and probably down table here or here for the 4 ball. 1-2, and here it comes down table.
He's just going for the chalk at this point.
Well, he knows. As soon as you hit the ball, you actually know where you're going to end up.
Speaking of chalk, as he puts some of that on that cue, we want to take time to thank Viking, the official cue of the International Challenge of Champions. Take your best shot with Viking. And Efren Reyes has been doing nothing but taking his best shot, it seems, in this match so far. And Alan, it's like you said, it's not as if Hsiao Fang has played horribly. It's just it's been Efren's day here.
Well, here's the shot right here. If he can get position on the 6 here, it should be all over. And this is not an easy shot. He's going to have to draw the cue ball straight back where his hand is right now. He passed there. Here it comes perfect.
You know what? I think for the players at home that think you have to hit the ball really hard to get some draw on it, that was a good example of just playing the stroke. And the ball will come back
Ito nga,
natural.
nakatutok pa itong ball na ito konting atras para makakuha ng ball position dito sa share. Last 3 ball ni Reyes, no? At mukhang namadali na ito ni Reyes sa kanyang.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a very, should he make these 2 balls, and I don't see any reason why he wouldn't at this point.
8 tsaka 9 na lang, konting
very interesting
English
final
na
matchup
konting push.
Between Efren Reyes,
backspin
the magician, and Mika Immonen, a very focused,
para sa
very
last ball
concentrated
and last round.
player at the top.
So, kapag si Reyes,